What's up everyone, Steve here again from RC Tanks and Trucks 24/7. Sorry it's been a long time since I've uploaded something, been super busy with work, so that's that. But if you're new to the channel, welcome. If you haven't, please subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get notified of all the latest content. Also check out my Facebook page and Instagram page where you get little sneak peeks and stuff like that of upcoming projects. But in this episode we have a body for that carbon fibre chassis rock crawler axial SCX-10 looking thing. I can't even really find a brand name for it, but it's over here. I'll show you. So you would have seen the running video and the putting it together video for this, guys. If you haven't seen it before, it is a full carbon fibre ladder style chassis crawler. It's based on the axial XCX-10 2 and well, not 2, sorry, XCX-10, just the first edition, but it looks pretty cool. I've run it out. It runs pretty good so far, but it's not a crawler without a body. So that is where I got this bad boy. Now this is the Toyota Land Cruiser, well there we go, scale hard body kit. So this is, where does it say? Well yeah, it's the long wheelbase, 313mm, 197mm wide. So it's a beautiful, beautiful kit actually. It's hard body, which I like. And the good thing about it is it's white, because it's my favourite colour. And I don't need to paint it, but quickly let's just have a look what you get. So you get the bed, some more parts, and here's the actual front of it. The main part, yeah, if I can do this one-handed, there we go. So it's really nicely done as well. It's also got a nice little window, PC window in there as well. So basically, it's going to sit just like this. Now, Medic done an awesome video with this as well, with the new Boom Racing rock crawler, and he has the same body as well. He painted it blue. It looks sick in blue, but I love white, so there we go. And you get the idea, something like that. But it is 330. This chassis is 313mm as well, so it should work out pretty good. The only thing I was worried about is this motor, because it sits fairly high in the chassis there, so I have to double check with that, because well, we might be lucky if I'm just lining it up with the wheelbase and the guards. It might just, oh there, see, just that transfer case, that's what I was getting a little bit worried about, but not too sure. We'll figure that out later. I'm not going to do a full step-by-step putting this together, because it's not the most exciting thing to watch. It's basically just putting a plastic kit together. And in this little box we have some really small parts, like small hinges and stuff like that. Look at those, 2.3 by 6 millimeter screws. So we have a fair bit of those. A lot of nice hardware. The good thing about this kit, it is pretty much put together by hardware, not just glue. So here's the quick instruction manual. Let's have a look. So it is model 48601 is the part number, if you would like to check that out. Oh, there we go. That's better. I was wondering why it's so shaky. My image stabilization was off, but there we go. Okay. So you can heaps of parts. You can paint it up if you want, because it is hard body, just like the Tamiya style stuff, but it's basically just like putting together a model kit. And it tells you, you've got glue and all that kind of good stuff there if you want to use it. You've got mirrors and all that kind of stuff, so it's really scaled. And it's better than just a basic plastic, just a normal Lexan flimsy body. I wanted something a bit special for this guy, so I thought, you know what, this will look pretty good. So if you want to go check it out, the link is in the description as well, if you want one for yourself. But you do need you are required to use some glue. That's about it, nothing major. Pretty cool. And in Australia these are really popular. So in Australia these are, a lot of them are white and black mudguards, and like the snorkel, exactly like you see it here. That's pretty much how they come here. Well, a lot of people buy them like that anyway, just because they're called utes here, or you want to call them pickup trucks in the States, for example. We call them utes in utility vehicles. So there we go. So it's going to sit something like that. I think it should look pretty cool. Obviously, the wheels are going to fit, or the wheels and tyres are going to fit on the guards, because it's much wider. Like that, but that's part of it, I guess. I don't think there is a crawler that's 197mm wide, is there? Because that's pretty narrow. But anyway, here's what it is. I'll start putting this guy together, and yeah, we'll see how it turns out. Looking forward to it. Now, just before I start putting this together, I've opened this additional box that was in the larger box, and just wanted to show how many parts there are. And they're really good quality too. So it's all, obviously you've got separate chrome pieces, you've got your separate black pieces. So there's your snorkel, for example. Focus, there we go. Your dashboard. Now the good thing about it, it also does come with your 3M tape, genuine tape, which is really nice. Here's your dashboard. It's all pre-painted, or in the pretty much a basic or standard, you know, colour scheme that you get it for if you bought it from the manufacturer, because a lot of these are white in Australia. And even this, for example, on like some Tamiya kits, you need to paint this particular colour on. So you need to get like a orange for the blinkers, excuse me, red for the brakes, and etc. There's you there. But no, in this kit it's already done, so you can just see that it's a quality kit. It does cost a little bit more than obviously than your basic Lexan kit. You're definitely getting what you're paid for, that's for sure. It's licensed, that's why you got the genuine Toyota markings there, and also, here we go there, your dashboard and all that kind of stuff as well. So I'll get cracking with this and see how we go. Now there you go guys, that's the completed body. And I have a little bit of dilemma here. That is the carbon fibre chassis. I'm thinking, oh, okay, cool, the wheelbase is right, you know, everything else is normal, but yeah, check out that rake. Somehow that's not going to work. Now the problem with this is shock tower here. This is all aluminium. It's all like one piece. You can't really move it, and you can't adjust it down. So you can see what happens. Yeah, that doesn't look very good at all. You can see how it hits on the bottom of the bed line here. I guess you could cut that out, but I don't want to really butcher this body up just because it's really, you know, really nice. My other option is using this RGT chassis. Now this one, exactly the same wheelbase and everything like that. This is a great car too, and I'll show you the body beforehand. It looks pretty sick. Like they've done a really nice job with that body, but this is like a really good value crawler. But if I think these shock towers are much lower. If I take these body post stuff, I'll have a look and see how it looks, and I'll put it on. I'll show you in a minute. But back to this car, pretty interesting build. These screws on the door mirrors here are a right royal pain. They're like the size for ants. They're tiny, and you know, when you've got man-sized fingers, it gets a little bit difficult. One thing that's pretty interesting though, it does have two dashboards. They have a you know, a left-hand side or a right-hand side. If you're in the US, you can use the left. But for me, because I'm in Australia, I got on the right-hand side. So at least it gives you good options. But there's the screws, those tiny little anemic screws. They're really hard. And one thing I noticed that this kit, it's missing this particular bracket. There's one missing here. I can't find it in the kit. It's the same one over here that holds this, the monitor on. So it's just flapping in the breeze. Hopefully I can find something else that I could retrofit. But that's the only issue with this kit. That one part was missing. And yes, I looked everywhere for it. But oh well, no biggie. But apart from that, it looks sick. Yeah, obviously you can paint it. But I like it in this traditional white colour here in Australia. They're always like that. But enough of that. Let me take these body posts off, and I'll see if I can swap them around a bit. Yeah, that's a negative as well. This looks stupid. Too high. Yeah, I don't really like. Doesn't look realistic for scale body that this is. Doesn't do it justice when it's high riding like that. So, I might need to get another crawl, and that looks stupid too. Obviously, you can see the double bumper. It should be much lower than that. Maybe I need to get a different crawler chassis, because that sucks. I don't really want to cut this bed. You know, the front on this one's good. The front's good on that. Like, you know, if you think of it, that was level, I don't really want to cut out the shocks for that. That's a bit stupid. What else? So I have G-made crawlers here. Now maybe one of them might fit. I might check them out. I might have to check that Boom Racing one that Aaron did, because that one seemed to fit this to a T. Decisions. Yep, I think that's the way I need to go. It's got the really flat chassis at the back and the different position shocks. I'll see if I can buy it here, I guess, and maybe I'll purchase this bad boy. It looks pretty cool. Medic's video was awesome, and the thing I like about it as well, it is, I think, a little bit narrower than the normal actual, what's it called, crawler, because the actual guards, the wheels can fit in the guards and the stuff like that. It doesn't stick out. After checking the Boom Racing chassis, I thought, you know what, let me take all this crap off. So these huge alloy suspension mounts. There's nothing wrong with them, they're cool, and they're all pre-threaded, which is pretty cool, gives you heaps of different mounting positions, but for me, I don't really want that. Also get rid of this nice battery tray. It is carbon fibre, and that's set up on there, and this was causing the issue, that like what 7mm lip there as well. So I thought, how about I make that all flat, and then look at this. That is perfect. As you can see, those chassis rails line up to the bottom of this, which is exactly what I want, and all I need to do is drill out a hole in the side of this chassis, and I thought roughly around about there. I pre-marked it, and there you go. That should be fine. Then I can actually move that battery tray maybe up here somewhere like that perhaps, at the front. If I don't use this battery tray, maybe I can get like a little shorty pack up there, or maybe even here, because does that fit inside? It does too. That fits inside the width of the body. So happy days. Waiting for that drill to charge. Of course it was dead, the battery, but thanks Boom Racing, it inspired me to think about that. I do like how that's all flat, and that is exactly what this body needs, because yeah, look at that. I don't want to cut up the body there, so won't be long. Let me see how this goes. Ha! There we go, look at that. Perfect. Now I figured that when I drilled it down here, and I had them laying down lower, but the shocks kind of don't work when they're too low position. So yeah, ask me how I know that, but I repositioned it. I put another, about 10-15mm up around this curve, and look at that. Fully compresses, and it does go back all the way, which is sweet. It's a little bit of a rake. It doesn't matter when there's a little bit of weight in the battery. It's going to sag the ass down a little bit like that. But most importantly, when I put this guy on there, that's what we want to see. It's flat. There's a lot of, well, there's not a lot of clearance, but you can see that lock nut there just misses. And I think this chassis, you can extend it a little bit, because yeah, it says it's a, well, let's have a look. I think it's 313mm. Yeah, what's that? Give or take, yeah, about 300 and, what's 300? What's this? I think it's 313mm, or 330, sorry. Well, thereabouts anyway. And I want to extend this guy. I think you can, I think it's 313 now. Let me see in the box. Wheelbase, long wheelbase, 313mm. So this guy roughly, if I just wheelbase, yeah, it's a little bit shorter. So I want to see if I can bring this out. I think 5mm, so it sits perfectly, because as you can see, it's not looking the best. But happy about that. I thought I'd have to, do something else, but pumped. Really happy with that. I think next time, well, I'm not going to put these on camera. These are adjustable magnetic body posts. You can see that you can adjust them both directions, top and bottom, and you can slide them around where you need to position the body. But because this one is completely flat on that bed, it's going to take a little bit of more thinking, I think. But there we go. Sweet. And like I said, that'll sit down a bit with some weight in the back, and there we go. Oh, even different springs will make it sag a little bit, but sweet. Happy about that. I think I might leave it there. So let me know what you guys think. Glad I worked that out. If you have this body, if you've done any mods, anything like that, let me know. And also with that chassis, if you have that as well, let me know. If you haven't subscribed, please click the notification button and click that little bell, so you get notified of all the upcoming videos, so don't miss a thing. And also hit me up on Facebook and Instagram. Links will be down in the doobly-doo there if you want to go check it out. But thanks, guys. Steve here again. I'll get the body magnetic body things on, and I can show that in the next video and actually see this guy running. Cheers, guys.